I'm a next gangbanger. The Lord came into my life in 1996, June 5th, 1996. I was selling dope. I was gangbanging. I got a couple bullets back when I was 15 years old. I almost lost this leg. When I was 16 years old, I almost lost this one. You know, I gangbanged for about 10 years. I survived a lot of wars, a lot of craziness out here in these streets. Grew up in Boyle Heights, Aliso Village. I lost a lot of my friends. I remember when I was in high school, I made a list of a lot of friends from different neighborhoods, you know, just in my neighborhood, from different neighborhoods that died. I remember I was in the 11th grade and I had a list of 125 guys, people I knew, people I shared life with, people that I never thought were gonna die so young, but they're gone. And when I was getting lit up, when I was getting shot, when I was going through my things, I thought I wasn't gonna live to be 20. Here I am, double that, I'm 40 now, but I know it's because of the grace of God. Because in June of 96, when I was about to turn 22, you know, a girl that I met introduced me to Jesus. She took me to her church, and I thought first, a Christian church, I thought everybody was nuts. I thought, this is crazy. You know, I was brought up Catholic. I never went to church, but I didn't know nothing about Christians. And when I went to that church, I thought everybody in there was crazy, just nuts. Man, they brainwashed these people. So I left. I didn't think nothing of it. I go, you know what, just, it's cool, we met, but don't bring me back here, is what I told her. I used to buy my rocks from Watts. My neighborhood was not too far from Watts. We used to sell there. So I used to go to Watts, buy my stuff from this guy. I'm not going to say his name. He was pretty popular in those days. Off of 103rd, I used to go get my rocks there, and I used to go to the neighborhood, and I used to sell them there to make pretty good money. Well, one time, I took this Christian girl who had fallen away from the Lord. I took her with me with one of my homeboys and his girlfriend to watch the score. And I told him when I got there, you know, hey, wait for me right here. I'll be right back. I told my friends, it's never been a problem before, but that certain day, my connection wasn't there. So another guy comes. He goes, hey, man, what you looking for? I says, I need this. He says, I got it. Follow me. I shouldn't have, but I went, being an idiot back then that I was. He took me to the back of the projects, and next thing you know, like 10 black guys come out of this house, and they surround me. And I was like, wait, what's going on here? And they're disrespecting a different neighborhood that was going at war with them at the time. It was racial tension. I says, you know, first of all, I'm not from that neighborhood. And second, I've been coming here for years for business. I don't come here to bang. Yeah, I'm a gangbanger, but my neighborhood, you know, we fight each other. We fight my race. I don't fight blacks. I grew up with blacks in Aliso. So I get along with you guys, you know what I mean? That's what I'm about. I'm about money. And he says, all right, it's cool. I bought what I needed to buy. On the way back, the guy that walked me back there says, hey, you know what? I'll walk you back to your car. I says, you know what, dude? I go, I know my way back to the car. I don't need a ride. I don't need a walk. But if it's your neighborhood, do what you want. So on the way back to the car, like about maybe a block from where I bought the dope, he pulls out a gun, connects it to my temple. And he says, yo, I want you to give me the dope you just bought. I want you to give me your wallet and all the gold. I used to wear a lot of gold back in those days. And I looked and I'm like, what? I says, look, coming from the streets, I knew that once I gave up my stuff, I knew he was gonna kill me. I knew that I knew that he knows the street law. I'm gonna come back for you. I know who you are. I'm gonna come back for you. You know I'm gonna come back for you. So there's no way he was gonna let me go. So I just gave a little prayer. I remember that church at that moment. I remember all the things I've been through in my life. And I says, man, so many near-death experiences, and here I am again about to get killed. And the only hope I got is God. So God, if you will get me out of this, I'm praying this in my mind. So what I tell this guy, look, check it out, bro. I go, before you shoot that, you pull that trigger, hear me out. Give me 1 minute, hear me out. I says, look, dude, I go, I'm not gonna give you nothing. And he look at, what? And cussing, whatever. I says, look, man, I'm from the streets. I go, I know you know that once I give up on my stuff, I know you know if you let me go, I'm gonna come back. Now, I'm gonna come back and not only light you up, I'm gonna spray that house where I bought all this dope from. I'm gonna come back and spray that house. And you know that I'm gonna do that. So I'm not gonna give it to you because I know you're gonna kill me. But listen to me, I said. All I got is $20 in my wallet. This gold I'm wearing is fake. This dope, you know, what good is it gonna do you, bro? Because you know, when you see that car, you can see I had a luxury sport Monte Carlo back then. European front end, gangster car, right? Drop. I says, that car right there, I got 5 of my homeboys in that car. You see it? And we're all strapped. Once you shoot, they're gonna come out blasting. And what you're gonna do, I told them, your friends are gonna get mad because you're bringing heat on their business. And all this for what? For $20? Fake gold? Some rocks? I'll never forget what he said, man. He put his gun away. He says, you know what? Get out of here. Shook my hand. I was, man, I felt like relief. I walked to my car. There was no 5 guys with guns in there. There was no guns. There was one guy with 2 girls waiting for me there. I got in my car. My heart was beating. We took off. And what took you so long? My friend asked. I said, you know what? I almost got killed. Just go, just drive. And the girl that took me to church, she seen how nervous I was. I never got shook up like that, but finally I got shook up because when I went to her service, to that church, they were talking about heaven and hell. And before that, I used to always believe that there's no hell. This is hell. I'm going to have another chance at another life. There's reincarnation. There should be another hope. This can't be all. So long story short, when we got home that night, she said, you know what, Victor, you almost got killed. He's had grace for you over and over for many years. He's here right now, she told me. The Bible says with 2 or 3 are gathered, he's here. I said, how you know he's here? Because I know he's here. I said, but you're living wrong. She goes, I know I'm living wrong, but after today, I'm going to start living right. I'm going to have to move out. She was living with me at the time, right? She said, so what do you want to do? She goes, I want you to pray to God. She says, I don't know how to pray to God. I only talk to God every now and then in Spanish. He said, well, talk to him in Spanish. That's what I was brought up, speaking in Spanish, right? So I says, all right. So I will never forget, man. It was like 2 a.m. We sat like Indians on my bed, and we were holding hands, and she prayed first. She says, Lord, I pray that you help Victor. I pray that you get him out of this life, you know. I remember a prayer, you know, it broke me back then. It was like, man, this girl cares like no one else had cared before, you know. And she said, I pray that you help him, and that you change him the way I've seen you change others, you know. And I'm listening, I'm thinking, you know, what I gotta lose, right? She says, Victor, God's here. Tell him what you need to tell him. And I remember I said in Spanish, Dios, perdóname. I said, forgive me for everything I've done, all I've been. You know, if you're real, I said, change me. Come into my heart, change me, God. I said, because I'm tired of this life. You know what I mean? I lost a lot of friends, lost my cousin, lost a lot of people. And I know I'm about to be lost too. I said, before that happens, I said, God, come into my life and change me if you're real. I said in Spanish, she didn't speak Spanish. And I remember after we were done, I said, okay, I'm done. I didn't feel nothing. But then she told me, she said, what you ask him? I said, I asked him that if he's real to change me, to come into my life. And she told me, I'll never forget what she told me. She said, I said, Victor, you're born again. I said, what do you mean you're born again? I said, this is a day that the Lord has made for you, June 5th, 1996. You've been born again. You got the Holy Spirit of God in you now. Now God's going to help you. He's going to change you. I said, you sure? And she says, yeah. Wow, I got all happy. I remember, yeah, really? Are you sure? Yeah, Victor, you're changed. So I got up. I used to slang in the neighborhood. I used to sell rock cocaine, but from my house, I used to sell marijuana. And I remember I had a couple pounds under my bed. People used to come to my window. I used to say, "Dime, nothing big, 20s, 30, ounces." Anyways, I got up and I started flushing the weed down the toilet. I remember I said, "That's it. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna give this up." And my mom got up. I was living with my mom back then. She got up. Victor, what are you doing? I said, Mom, I'm flushing away all the drugs, Mom. I gave my life to Jesus, Mom. And she's like, what? Victor, you smoke? Because I used to smoke Sherm. I used to smoke P-Dogs. I used to smoke all kinds of stuff. She thought I was high. I said, Mom, I'm not high, Mom. I almost got killed tonight, but I didn't. I go, well, God gave me a second chance, and I gave my life to God. And guess what, Mom? You need God too, Mom. And my mom was, don't say what this girl's been talking crazy to you. She was, Victor, you're going to flush my toilet? Stop what you're doing. Okay, Mom. I'll get rid of it in the trash tomorrow. Don't worry, Mom. And after that, my mom thought she was a little upset with me. She was Catholic. She was like, what got into this kid? You know what? After that, my customers are coming the next day through my window. Victor, I need this, I need that. Rather than having the weed for them, I says, you know what you need? You need Jesus. And I just started telling people from that day on, from that morning, from that day on, I've been telling Jesus, you know what? You need Jesus the way he changed me. And you don't know who I've been, I know he could change you. Because I've been through, I've been through some stuff. And I know that he's real because he changed me. So ever since then, my prayer is that as many people as I can influence to come to know the Lord the way that girl influenced me, that's what I want to do. I want to just tell people about the love of God. Now I'm 40 years old. I'm happily married to another girl, my baby's mom, Lily. I love you, baby. You're my rib. You're my soulmate. I put you through some stuff, but thank you for sticking it out with me. I got 3 beautiful children. I live in La Mirada in the suburbs. I'm not boasting, guys. I work for the city of LA. But you know what? Ever since I accepted God, everything changed. Now I'm a blessed man, and I know that God could bless you.